So this is the first scary movie that I do for any of my reviews. There haven't been that many horror movies that have come out within the last 6 months, but I was definitely drawn to this one because of Olivia Wilde. She's definitely one of my favorites, and along with you guys, definitely the guys, I'm sure that she's one of your favorites too. Also, I was really interested in seeing what she was capable of since I've never seen her portrayed as a character in a horror movie. Hey guys, thanks for tuning in to Johnnie June Movie Reviews. My name is JJ, and let's get started. In this story, we're following 4 student medical researchers who are working on this project called Lazarus, where they are attempting to bring the dead back to life. And the reasoning behind this is because they believe that everybody deserves that second chance. For those of you who don't know, the reason they named the project that is after the biblical story in which Jesus brings back the Saint Lazarus from the dead. Anyways, with research like this, scientists typically use animals for their trials. After a couple of failed attempts, they bring a recently deceased dog back to life. All is well, and the team is celebrating their triumph and they're ready to show these results to the world. However, shortly after, the dean of their university shuts their operation down due to failure to uphold a signed contract. Now, everything is confiscated, but the team hasn't lost hope. They sneak back into the lab late at night to try to reenact their miracle and try to catch it on camera so that the world can know who truly founded it. Unfortunately, in the attempts to reenact the experiment, one of the lead researchers dies in a horrific accident. Completely mortified and afraid, the dead researcher's fiance uses the same serum from the project on his fiancée to bring her back to life. Though she is now back from the dead, she is truly not the woman that she was when she was still alive. Something is definitely wrong with her, which then leads to a whole lot of mysteries and events that happen to the team.
Whoa, that's too much neural activity.
What the hell is going on here?
We're gonna duplicate the experiment.
3, 2, 1.
Zoe, she's been electrocuted. Clear?
Alright, so this movie is made up of 5 leading characters. First, we have our star Olivia Wilde, who plays Zoe, the sweet woman brought back to life. And I should also add in there that she is very much a believer in her religion. That comes into play in the movie for sure. If you're not familiar with Olivia Wilde, you may have seen her in movies like the 2010 movie Tron, or from the 2011 movie The Change-Up. It was refreshing, or as refreshing as a scary movie can get, to see her play her role so well. It is proven to me that she is truly a flexible actress. Then we have her fiance, who is played by Mark Duplass. I believe it is Duplass. And watching the movie, I'm completely familiar with this actor, but I've never seen him in any leading roles. Anyways, he did a good job as far as I'm concerned, but his character was definitely not one of my favorites from the movie. Then we have Nico, or better known as the comedian Donald Glover. It was funny seeing him in this movie since not too long ago, one of his songs just made it into the top 10 of iTunes.
Hold up, wait a minute, all good just a week ago. Crew at my house and we...
So he definitely is playing all of the fields of the entertainment industry. And he did a fine job representing this totally innocent-mannered character who is one of the researchers on the team. Next we have Clay, who is played by Evan Peters. The first movie that I actually saw this guy in was the movie Sleepover that I saw when I was a little girl. So it's kind of hard to take him seriously as an adult quite yet, since the role that he played was kind of a dumb kid. But more recently, I saw him in the latest X-Men movie, Days of Future Past. Lastly, we have Ava, the young girl who is brought on last minute to film the team's progress on this experiment. I've never seen this actor play in anything else, but her name is Sarah Bulger. Pretty cute, I'd say.
You. What?
It's not Zoe in there.
I went somewhere.
That was a dream.
It was hell.
The effects are anything that you would expect from a horror film. It definitely was not bad, and definitely helped add to the effect of the creepiness of the whole movie, but there was only a decent amount required since the movie was only about an hour and 20 minutes long. And these days, that's considered a really short movie.
Zoe, we can help you.
It's too late for that. You have no idea what you've done. But you will.
Alright guys, so here is my overall review of the movie. Pretty much just to sum up all my thoughts, the acting was good, which is always a plus with me, since I get way too frustrated when they cast the wrong actors and characters of the movies, and they just do a really crappy job. They were spot on with all the actors that they chose. Like I said before, this movie was only about an hour and 20 minutes long. Usually when I go into a movie, I know how long the running time is. If the movie is under an hour and 45 minutes, I usually come to the assumption that it's not going to be that good. And I'm sure there are plenty of movies out there that are perfectly fine and really good movies that are under an hour and 45 minutes. You know, like in 2004, they came out with a lot of hit movies then, and I'm sure a lot of them were under an hour and 45 minutes. But based on my research from the past, I don't know, like about 5 years, I'd say, I'm usually right. And in this case, I was. Because with this movie, I give it an overall score of 5.6 out of 10. Which falls under the category of completely average and right under the score of not bad. I did, however, leave somewhat entertained by the movie, which is why I gave it a 5.6 rather than just a 5. It definitely had its own original idea, but there were plenty of little things that made it the typical scary movie. And there are plenty of moments where I was like, are you kidding me? Because it was just kind of just a lame added part to the movie. But that's about it. Thank you guys so much for watching Johnny Do Movie Reviews. I hope this gave you guys some perspective on whether or not you want to spend the money to watch the movie or not. My rating system for all my movie reviews is below. And while you guys are down there, I would love if you guys could subscribe. And also leave a comment on what you think about the movie if you've already seen it. I always love talking to other people about their opinion of the movie and just discussing what I think and what they think on certain parts. It keeps things interesting. Anyways, thanks again you guys, and see you next Friday.
Yeah.